Hi everyone, and welcome back to Miss B's Corner. Hope you're having a wonderful day again today. I thank everyone who continues to watch my videos. If you're new here, please hit that like and subscribe button for me before you turn it off, just so you can see some of the other things that I will be doing in the future. And if you're a returning visitor, press that like button and also share the video, because this is information that a lot of people need. There's a lot of misinformation out on Social Security, so this is stuff that people really need to know, and it's the actual truth, not some of the mistruths that are sitting out there. So today, once again, yesterday, Social Security issued another press release on some updates that they're doing. It's packaged in a way that it seems like it's good news, but we'll see, because it may not be such good news. It may actually be kind of bad news for some people, but we'll see. We'll go ahead and get into it, and I will also put the a part of the press release on the screen as I'm reading. Remember, I'm reading, so just to remind you that I'm reading from the actual press release. So I'll be looking over to the side from time to time. Well, for most of the time anyway. So here we go. It's titled Social Security Strengthens Identity Proofing Requirements and Expedites Direct Deposit Changes to 1 day. Remember, probably last week they were saying that basically in order to get your direct deposit changed, you can no longer do it over the phone, that it more or less had to be an in-person thing. And they said it was because of fraud, and abuse. So they kind of stopped that. But so here we go now. They've come up with a different spin to it. So let's see exactly what they're talking about. The Social Security Administration is taking proactive steps to enhance the security of its services by implementing stronger identity verification procedures. The updated measures will further safeguard Social Security records and benefits against fraudulent activity. Over the next 2 weeks, SSA will carefully transition to stronger identity proofing procedures for both benefit claims and direct deposit changes. Individuals seeking these services who cannot use their personal My Social Security account, which requires online identity proofing, will then need to visit a local Social Security office to prove their identity in person. At the same time, the agency will expedite processing of direct deposit change requests, both in person and online, to 1 business day. Prior to this change, online direct deposits were held for 30 days. So basically what I just read is them saying if you're filing for benefits or you're trying to change your direct deposit, they will be implementing that online. So you'll have to have that My Social Security account in order to validate, to help validate your identity. Because yesterday I was trying to get, I'm former military, long time ago, but I was trying to get my military discount in a store that I was shopping in. And in order to do that, they require you to go through the proofing, and a part of that is not the Social Security website, but it is ID Me, which is a government website, and you can verify your identity through that particular website. And I did have to go through the process of verifying. Then I had to, you put in your information, you got to put in your date of birth, your address, and all that information, as well as you send a picture of your ID. And then you have to take a selfie while you're right there, and it does facial recognition for you also right there on the site. And after I went through all those steps, they verified me that I was a veteran and that I was able to, get the discount. So basically, that's what this is. It's doing that verification online. But if someone is not able to do their verification online because they don't have, a smartphone or something like that, then they would have to travel to a local Social Security office. And when we say local, we don't really mean local, because a lot of the local places have closed. So that's why I said it sounds good, but it may not be so good for everyone. Let me see. This goes on to say, I'm going to leave out the little marketing blurb that they have in here, but it says the agency's 2-week transition plan includes training frontline employees and management about the new policy and careful monitoring of policy compliance. At the conclusion of the 2-week of the transition period on March 31st, 2025, SSA will enforce online digital identity proofing and in-person identity proofing. SSA will permit individuals who do not or cannot use the agency's online Social Security services to start their claim for benefits on the let me go back and read that. SSA will permit individuals who do not or cannot use the agency's online My Social Security system to start their claim for benefits on the telephone. However, the claim cannot be completed until the individual's identity is verified. The agency therefore recommends calling to request an in-person appointment to begin and complete the claim in one interaction. Individuals with and without an appointment will need to prove identity before starting a transaction. Individuals who do not or cannot use the agency's online My Social Security services to change their direct deposit information can visit a local office to process their change, or can call to schedule an online in-person appointment. SSA recently required nearly all agency employees, including frontline employees in all offices throughout the country, to work in office 5 days a week. And this change ensures maximum staffing is available to support the strong in-person identity proofing requirement. SSA plans to implement the Department of Treasury's Bureau of Fiscal Services Payment Integrity Service, called Account Verification Service, AVS. AVS provides instant bank verification services to proactively and timely prevent fraud associated with direct deposit requests. The agency will continue to monitor and, if necessary, make adjustments to ensure it pays the right person the right amount at the right time, while at the same time safeguarding the benefits and programs it administers. And again, it just reminds you, if you don't have my Social Security account, please go online and create one. As I've said all along, that is the quickest way to get a lot of your things done. But of course, there's still going to be some things that you can't do online. And unfortunately, for a lot of people, there will not be a local office for you to go to. So it sounds good, like, oh, they're gonna, change and make sure that we're getting the direct deposit is going to be available like within 1 day after you make your changes, and they're going to use the treasury system to verify the bank account, I guess, to make sure that it is your bank account and not someone else's bank account, and all that. That all sounds great, and that's a good change. But the major thing is that if you're not able to verify who you are via the online system, you will have to travel in person to go and speak to someone. So just like before, when there was we read last week about having to call and make an appointment or something to go in to get your direct deposit done, you don't have to do that anymore. But if you're not able to verify, you will have to do that. And I understand that would be a hardship for a lot of the older seniors. And it's mainly because we're in a stage right now in this country where we have a lot of seniors who were older when technology started coming in, and started coming in so fast and quick that they didn't catch up to the technology boom. They are part of that generation that didn't like technology. They grew up not trusting technology, and a lot of them haven't taken to it as kindly. They don't like calling on the phone and pressing buttons. They don't like calling on the phone and talking to computers or anything of like that. They don't like the AI stuff at all. They want to call and get a person on the phone to handle their business. They don't understand that AI technology. They don't understand any of that stuff. The people in the latter group of the baby boomers at the tail end, which is my generation, my group of people, we grew up with all of this technology coming at us, and we had to learn new technology every year or every few years. There were no cell phones when we were younger. There was no VCRs. I mean, if we could say VCRs, even computers were really brand new to us, especially one that you can have at your home. Those were like brand new to us. So we've grown up with that type of stuff, but there are a lot of people who didn't grow up with it. So they're hesitant about embracing technology, and some of this kind of is scary for them. But if you know someone, like I've said, if you have a relative or a friend or know people who really need help, they need help with the technology, they're going to need you to keep them informed on the right things that are going on, because there will be people who will slant this story to say, oh, well, you can't do it this way, or they're going to close down the phones, or you're only going to be able to do it online. No, they're giving you options, but that option may not be viable for everybody. So you do have the option to go online, or you have the option to go to the office. For some people in rural areas, going to the office is really not an option. So they'll need someone to help them to go online and figure it out. So that's the main thing that I wanted to go over. I can post them with the I can't find them. Okay, I can't find it right now, but the list of offices that will be closing or will be or have already closed in states, there's a long list. And I think I'll have to go find the link to the Doge website where I received it from, and I'll put it in the description for you guys, just so if you wanted to go in and look at it, you can. And I'm quite sure the list that I have may not be the current list because I think there were some changes to it. So I will go back out there and get the other list. But if you've lasted this long, I thank you for watching the entire video. Again, please like and subscribe and share it with your friends and family members who may need this information, or they may need to give it to another friend or family member. But again, I thank you for tuning in to Miss B's Corner, and you have a wonderful day.